G'day guys, Lemon Eating Cow here, and today we are back playing Final Fantasy... I need to oil my chair a bit. We're playing Final Fantasy 15 on the PlayStation 4 Pro, and we're using a buttery smooth SSD to kind of speed the stuff up. So it's going pretty well so far. This is episode... I don't know if I said that before, but it is 24. We're in post-game now, so we're in chapter 15. And we're running around finishing up the dungeons and doing some odds and ends. I don't think I'm fully prepared for how goddamn tedious Stealth Grove is going to be and Costlemark. I really shouldn't have committed to that. But anyway. Yes, let's get into it. Hello, Moogles. There in the chat, we have Rhea Roberts. Hello, Rhea. Rhea is regaling us with her famous bard skills. Thank you very much for that, Rhea. Mistel, hello, mate. Who else we got? Jackie M. Good to see you, Jackie M. Elf Biscuits, hello. Wild Mike. Hello, Wild Mike. That's it. All right. Not many Moogles today, but anyway. Hello also to Pierce Ninja, Hank Roach. Yeah. It's cold outside, apparently, at the moment. Pringar Gaming. Hello, man. Anyway, what are we going to do today? I have no ideas. I'm going to start tackling the Menace dungeons. Excuse me. I'm going to start off pretty slow. We'll start at the end, and then, of course, at the end will be Costlemark dungeon. I feel like these dungeons were... If you haven't done them before, they feel kind of very cut and paste. I was hoping for such a better end game, but the dungeons feel very cut and paste. It's actually pretty disappointing overall, but we'll check it out anyway, and we can see how it goes. Hopefully, we get enough fun stuff happening in there that we can kind of roll with it, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Otherwise, I'm just... yeah. Actually, right now, there's meant to be... Oh, g'day, Larry Sims Jr. Good to see you, mate. There's meant to be a video up on the channel on Dissidia Final Fantasy NT, the story mode. But just as I was about to go live, well, about 10 minutes before I was about to go live, my computer crashed while it was encoding the video, and I lost all my progress. So,
supply of curatives. Gotcha.
Whatever. I backed it up, but it's such a frustration.
Huh.
But anyway. This computer costs about twice as much as my other one. It's probably my fault, but my other one was encoding video way better. So maybe I'll use my other computer as like an encoding slave or something like that. But anyway, at least it looks good. Where are we going? We're going up to Katrick.
Here we go.
Here we go,
everyone.
Seatbelts, everyone. Alright, Wiggly. Wiggly Wiggly. Whoa. What videos are you going to be making, Mike? More guides or the crap? Oh, by the way, let me freaking go off-road. If you guys haven't heard, Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age, is actually coming to the PC. So, that is pretty good news for anyone that has been waiting for it on the PC. Also, Dark Souls is coming to... If you haven't seen the video on the channel, Dark Souls is coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, and Switch.
Where do you think you're going?
Really? They're not going to let me run in there? Or drive in there? Dead balls. G'day, FFAN. How you doing? Good stuff. Yeah, hopefully your stream goes well, fan. I don't know why the computer crashed, mate. It's low memory, I guess, which is odd. I gotta work something out. I think it's maybe the program that I'm using, so yeah. Pierce Ninja, I'm having a little baby boy by the name of Sam. So he comes along in May. Anna Iowa, hello. How you doing? Good to see you.
Last thing I need now.
Last thing I need now. Bang! Into face. Ooh. Wait. Oh, there we go. Good stuff. Roger. Will this be our 10? I don't think it'll be the 10. We still haven't got that achievement. We're up to episode 24, and we haven't even got these 10 times yet. That is crazy. Boom! Absolutely crazy. We got the whiskers as well. Good stuff.
We all good?
Better than good.
Better than good. All right. I don't remember. I don't remember what Kikatrick the Vault Dungeon is like. Probably exactly like the other ones, but anyway. Hey, William Porter. Good stuff, mate. You got engaged. Did you propose, or did she propose, or did he propose? That's good stuff, mate. Good stuff. You're having a girl as well, Pierce. Ah, good stuff, man. When's your baby due? Congratulations, mate. Man, it's a celebration stream. I feel like I should be donating to you guys. You're just sitting there, like, watching YouTube, and then it pops up like, bling. Lemon Eating Cow has cheered or contributed or whatever the crap it says. You proposed to her. Good stuff, man. Did you do anything? Did you do anything crazy about it? Like, did you take her up on a hot air balloon and skydive with her or something crazy and say, "Marry me"?
Huh? Wasn't there before.
The way mine wasn't too crazy. The way I proposed to my wife, but I guess it was pretty romantic though. We went up to a place here near on the Sunshine Coast, which is the north of the Gold Coast, to a place called Menace. Menace is nice and beautiful. It's kind of like tropically rainforesty a little bit, but also close to the ocean. And it's up in the mountains as well. So we got this nice, really old school, old-fashioned hotel. It's kind of like a renovated cottage, like a brick cottage. But it had a spa bath in there too, which was kind of cool. But I just did the classic, like, she had no idea at all, man. We were just like, oh, let's go away for the weekend. And she's like, she didn't even go, oh, maybe something weird is happening. And then I just took her out for dinner. But before we went, we got all dressed up. Like, I was in my suit and she was in a nice dress. And then just before we left the house, I was like, oh, I forgot something. I went back inside and I came out. And I just got down on one knee and said, will you marry me? But nothing too exciting, but yeah.
Total shocker.
The crappy thing is, I forgot, well, I didn't forget, but because her father speaks Korean, his English isn't, it's good, but it's not perfect. Well, you know, whatever. I didn't ask him for permission for his daughter's hand. I know it's old-fashioned, but I think he's still a little bit upset about it, so if I could go back and change that, I would. But where are we going? Probably should use the map, huh? Ah, Sean Keating, that's good news too, mate. What are you studying, Sean? You've probably told me before, but I have forgotten, mate.
Let's go. Yep.
And how about everybody? Does anybody have any other positive news you want to share with the chat? Everyone's sharing positive news, then someone chimes in, they're like, oh, I have about 3 days to live. This brings the whole mood down. You took her for dinner, then out for ice cream, but we like to play little games, so we're guessing movies off of super vague descriptions, and I described our relationship as a movie. Ah, dude. And you ended it with a to be continued, hopefully. That's really cool. And I'd fit right into your relationship because all my descriptions of games and movies are incredibly vague. So you guys would have hours of fun. I'm like, what's that movie with the face and the guy? Oh, I know the name. What is it? That's pretty much me.
Is it one of the seals?
It seems highly likely. Well, we got the key. Do we use it?
Why do you have an issue with meth, Mike? Hey, meth is completely innocent, mate. It's a An honorable pastime. You caught a shiny, Joe? Good stuff. I've never seen or caught a shiny, but Keaton, I've done none so far, mate. This is me just starting.
Hey now.
I've actually done them all before in the full game, but I'm going back and redoing them.
That means what you think it means.
We have to go.
I know that.
Oh, also we'll have to do the legendary quest line to get the spilled crossblades as well. Hopefully we can get that achievement for the Link Strike today, a cross strike or the Skagoogly strike. G'day Simon Templar, how you doing, man? Simon, we're sharing good news. Have you got any good news today? G'day Anna Banana Manama Shkadana Anna Prana Juby? How you doing, mate? I did. Can I shut up Noctis by pressing circle? No. What's his name? What's his name? Prompto. It's Friday, mate. That's the best news of all, isn't it? Well, not for me anymore, because I don't have weekends anymore.
You rang?
None. In fact, weekends are probably some of the busiest times for me, so I guess I have to rearrange my weekend. Wednesday is my new weekend, I think. What was Prompto talking about? He goes, Prompt, did you... Noctis, did you just blah blah blah? Weird. So I've been playing Noctis a lot in Dissidia. He's going pretty good. I'm liking it. Boom! Like that. Oh, it's payday too. Oh, nice, man. You've been hanging out for a good meal all week. Yeah, I know those feels. From back when I was a student. Good stuff, man. It's Kane, it's really nice to get like really well-made furniture. Because we've been renting and we move fairly often, we've just been buying like really cheap, crappy furniture basically. Well, not crappy, but it's cheap. It's definitely cheap. And after about a year, it kind of falls apart. So I'm looking to, when I can finally buy my own place, like getting nice furniture and actually really enjoying like enjoying the furniture in my house and stuff. Man, the bros are really complaining about getting hit in this one. What's a good sword to the face between friends, you know? See you, Mike. Have a good one, mate.
Oh yeah.
Ria, you have green chocolates? Are they a bit old, or are they just green tea or matcha chocolates? Maybe matcha? It's definitely a, I'm not sure how old you are, Kane, but definitely now, as you get older, like recently I got a little bit of money from tax, and instead of going, oh man, I'm going to go out, I'm going to have some drinks, I'm going to buy some dinner, I'm going to do this and this, I was like, yeah, we really need like a new toaster. Oh man, what toaster am I going to get? What color is the toaster going to be? And it's like, I shouldn't be excited about this shit, it's a toaster. But it happens. It'll happen to you all one day, I guess. Green tea Kit Kat. Yeah, they're pretty good, eh? Actually, it sounds weird, but the wasabi ones are not too bad as well. I think they're Japanese only, the wasabi ones. They're actually quite nice. Oh. Warp strike in it. So we're cheesing it with the with the Ragnarok, but we're not going full cheese yet. So this toaster had a crumb tray. Hey, Pa! This toaster has a crumb tray. We're really moving up in the world. I can just imagine Mo Sislak from Simpsons just saying like, well, la-di-da, Mr. Frenchman. That's on the jeans counterfeit, or the jeans smuggling out episode. Homer talks about putting his car in the garage, and Mo is like, "That's a car hole." No, it's a garage. Well, la-di-da, Mr. Frenchman. Simpsons. I love the Simpsons. $700 for free. You found a good corner to stand on there, Kane? Good stuff, mate. Good stuff. Hey, Lurleen! Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, Cletus. Let's get some armature action going. Boom, 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 boom. So most of these dungeons are pretty much an absolute cakewalk, and then all of a sudden it just goes boom, like ramps up in difficulty. So
Indeed. Right.
Kane, the one, you need some convincing to blow the rest on Switch. Zelda, there's your convincing, mate. And also Dark Souls is coming out on the Switch in May, so get on it. Let's drain this big jelly bastard. I'm melting!
Accident.
Accident! Look at him, he's gonna go tiny. He looks like a manta ray or something. Sorry, buddies. Something like that? Alright, mate. Alright. Is that Lacrimosa of Dana? Anna? Or is that a new one? Doo-doo. 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 And the music in here kind of sounds like an interlude or a beginning of a track on an Evanescence album. It totally has that feel to it. Oh, thank you, Kringa. I hope you're enjoying them. I'm dying quite often in them, but otherwise, absolutely adore Zelda. It's such a good game, man. I wish I had more time to play it, though. I'm gonna be going over to, after I finish up here on Final Fantasy, I'm actually gonna be going over to Twitch today, but I'll probably be playing some Dissidia Final Fantasy NP, I think. Maybe I'll do it here and then I'll go play Zelda over there. I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. Huh. Reminder that the Dissidia beta starts tomorrow, as well as, I think, the Dragon Ball Fighters Dissidia. Dragon Ball Fighters Dissidia. Dragon Ball Fighters beta starts tomorrow as well, so make sure you've downloaded it. I've actually already downloaded the beta for Dragon Ball Fighters, so you can actually do it. I'm not sure about the American stores. I'm on the Australian one, so ours updates first, but keep looking over the next 24 hours and you can get the Dragon Ball Fighters beta. It's open as well, so get on it. Let's camp, shall we? Shall we?
Are we seriously sleeping here?
You see a better place?
Yeah, man, totally. I'm all about dying on Zelda. I am the king of deaths. Do we have an experience boosting one? I want to get that, yeah. We'll eat that. Yeah, if you've pre-ordered, it'll come out tomorrow, but if you haven't... What, PSO2 is coming on the Switch? In Japanese tubes, or what? Oh, look at that.
This one's pretty good.
No, I dig it too.
Ignis looks like he just looked at a really spicy meme, and he's like, yeah. Alright. Yeah, that one's... Oh, Ignis is totally blocked out of that.
Striking a pose.
Quit it.
What is he doing there? What is going on? Trying to catch his junk or something. Like, we'll keep that one.
I likes.
Quit it.
Quit it. Quit it. Quit it.
Nailed it.
Bam!
I
Take
would
that,
too.
jelly boy.
So unfair.
Ah, they commented on his warp strike. That's pretty cool.
Man, this place was crawling with nasties.
Hey, we're still in it. Alright, there's some pretty cool pictures. A streamed game. Oh, okay, like DRM.
Everything in order?
Yep.
Right behind you. And here
Yeah,
we
mother
are.
and child. That's actually a pretty grotesque name for that bowl. It's got chicken, the mother, and the egg, which is a child. That is actually, that's really terrible.
Not a fan of mushy desserts.
Only if you're a true fan, Ria, you'd be playing the Zelda death drinking game. I bet you guys had as many deaths when you played it. It's just you're not doing it in a public forum, so. I know for a fact that there's some YouTubers or some streamers that practice like intensely offline before they start playing the game, and then they go into the actual thing and think and like pretend like, oh, this is my first time. I don't know what's going on. Oh wow, I just did a perfect dodge that you don't find out about until the end of the game. That was lucky. But me, I'm just like, I'm raw out, man. I'm just, you know, I kind of like to, when I approach new games, I don't know if this is the best way to do it. I really don't. Because in some games it's not. But I just like to approach a game for the first time, like with you guys there. So we can have a look at mechanics, we can have a look at menus and stuff like that, and kind of work things out together. That's how I like to approach them. I don't like to play them offline and then have to like pretend when I play the game, like, look at this new stuff. I didn't even know about it. That's not really how I like to do it. But of course, whenever I play a game that people haven't actually watched me play, I'll just say I'm a friggin' pro, man. 0 deaths, 100% completion, no worries. Prove it. Prove it.
Right there.
Oh!
Sorry.
Not today, blob boy. Kabang!
That wasn't so hard.
And besides, it would be boring if I didn't die, right?
Here I am.
Oh god, man, that... Yeah, we won't talk about that. See, that's an example of a bad experience, Sean. That was just... I feel so embarrassed about the way I treated that game.
Now imagine you were using a gun.
It was just embarrassed. The expansion, actually. The original one, not so bad. I did pretty good playthrough of that, but... tackling the Horizon Zero Dawn expansion, it just... I feel so embarrassed about the way I approached that, so I haven't been able to pick it up since.
Not good to throw daggers in the dark.
Oh, he missed one. That said miss. It totally said miss there.
Onward. Yep.
I haven't tried Ignis's daggers in this dungeon. I'm guessing because of the blobby things, they're all going to be elementally weak to it, though.
Prayers.
Let's try this. We haven't tried... Ouch. Oh, that's like nothing. See, they're both vulnerable, but I don't get a cross-link. Like, it's just... It's so odd how it behaves sometimes. That was a bit overkill, wasn't it? Outstanding knocked. Beautiful bottle. I'm on fire. See, I'm not really embarrassed about that, Mister. I wish it didn't happen, but the whole thing was so obscure. Like,
Let's be done with this.
I just put that down to bad game mechanics, but I wish it hadn't happened. I'm sure there'll be countless times where it does happen, though. Ah! Oh, look at that jump. Oh, I totally jumped that laser beam. Totally jumped it.
Need a little help over here.
Sean, usually when I get to those type of things, I think, oh, maybe I've done something wrong, so I usually restart the entire game. And then I get back up to the same spot where I couldn't get past, and I'm like, my god, it was right in front of me the whole time. And I could spend another 20 hours re-clearing up to this point. Why are these guys... Why are these guys so hardcore? You would think an enemy that's covered in eyeballs would be incredibly easy to defeat. You know, you could poke like anywhere and you'd get a good hit on them. See that move? Oh, look at Ignis. He's hella confused, just wandering around striking. That's cool. Yes, how could I have blocked that unless I was holding square?
The Prince of Pain.
Yep.
This is just one of the many examples of why hard mode wouldn't work.
Thought we lost you for a second.
Does he broadcast the fact that he's doing a move at all? Or just, oh, there he does, but...
Felt a bit tough.
Some of those lasers, because like, bang, instant, with no telegraph of the move at all.
Comfort.
I'm comfortable just being alive.
I'm comfortable just being alive. Alright, Wiggly. Yeah, Joe, in a episode Ignis. That all worked out. I didn't even need the items anyway, so it all worked out. If, however, more of these guys. If, however, I had have got to the last boss, or if I had got to a boss and then died because I hadn't had enough curatives, that would have been really embarrassing. But otherwise, it all went well.
Stay down.
Oh. It's a shame we can't get Ignis's total clarity kills from here in the main game. Oh, what the... This is why I say the designs of the vault dungeons are really lazy. They just repeat like the same enemies throughout the entire dungeon. Even though they have like an entire catalogue of enemies to draw, we get the same ones in the dungeon. It's really... so lazy, man. It really is. I know they had time constraints and stuff, but come on, man.
Onward.
Right.
I think it's definitely... Well, yeah, I think it's definitely more embarrassing if you pretend to be an expert than when you don't actually know all that much about the game. And people can see your limited knowledge of it. Yeah, definitely more. The way I'm approaching like gameplay and stuff like that, generally, I may not know everything about the lore, I may not know every single item or whatever drops in the game, but I'm just kind of trying to approach it like, you know, we're just sitting down and playing video games together, I guess, which is the essence of like a let's play. Yeah, and then when I do my guides, I like to approach my guides in as most... not really scientific, but the most formal way I can, and that's where I feel like I make up for it. So as long as I keep doing the live streams, kind of goofy, dying all the time, and then I counterweigh it, I guess, with the goofy live streams, I'm feeling pretty good about what I'm doing. Was this where I just came down to? No. Oh, cool, man. What are these enemies? They're so unique looking, too. It's kind of funny. Actually, it's incredibly funny and ironic. We got a blindside strike on these guys. They have eyes on their entire body, and we got a blindside strike on them. How does that even work? Rhea Roberts, you want hot apple cider. That's what you want. No. Oh, Iggy's down. Oh, he's gonna stay like that too. Sorry, Wiggly. Actually, no, cider turns my stomach if I have too much of it, so maybe the cocoa.
What? I'll give you that.
I'll give you that. So, are you... This is just... I'm not enjoying... See, this is what I'm worried about with the... Doing, like, Stealth Grove on stream. It's just 100 floors of the same, like, 10 enemies. It's just... It's ridiculous. It really is. I often see people talk about, like, they really want to see a streamer or somebody that plays Final Fantasy really making flashy combat, and using the most of all their weapons and doing tricks and air steps and all this stuff while they're playing, but I don't think, considering the like cut and paste enemies that you're coming up against constantly, it doesn't really deserve that flair done on it in these dungeons anyway. Maybe in the main playthrough when you're doing bosses and stuff, that would be cool, but just all the time, nah, no thanks. Okay, so these ones, if you ever find that you're in a dead end, you usually, if you can back out, and then you go one to the... Is it two to the right? I think you always head right, and you'll find your way back down again. Right? Left? Right? We'll see if I'm correct or not. I could be wrong. I think the biggest thing a lot of gamers have as a flaw is thinking they're the bastion of knowledge for a game and not realizing we all basically know the same amount of info. Yeah, that... I think that goes for, well, we've obviously been here, right? Right? I think that goes for viewers as well, though. I understand there's a lot of people that are way better at the game than me, but often people come in and they'll be like, hey man, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong. On my guides, people will be like, hey man, you're doing this wrong, and I'm like, but, you know, I finished the game, I got all the achievements, I got a platinum bloody trophy, I think I'm doing some things right. No, you're doing everything wrong. You have to do it like this. And it's just like, mate, you know, we all play games differently, so just chill out. Chill out for a second.
Not a fan of mushy desserts.
And that's the same for I guess, broadcasters or YouTubers as well. Some people just won't yield to the fact that there's other ways to play the game.
That's what I call teamwork.
That's crossing the line.
That's crossing the line. Oh. Yeah. Like that.
None the worse for wear.
Although I do understand, sometimes you watch somebody playing games on the net and you're kind of like looking at it through one eye and you're like, dude, you're doing it so wrong, it hurts, like you could do it so much easier. I understand that frustration's there. That's why I'm kind of liking, a good example of it on, last night we were playing Zelda on Switch. And we came up to a puzzle, one of the shrine puzzles. I really need to oil this chair. One of the shrine puzzles, and I did it a certain way, but the people in the chat, I think Animanajubi and a few other people were there, they were like, oh, that's not the way I did it. So it's really cool to see that there is different ways in certain games, especially Zelda. There's different ways to attack a puzzle, like depending on the way you think. So I really enjoy that when there's multiple solutions to a puzzle. Whoa, dude! Sorry if anyone had a fit just then.
Eyes forward.
Didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, William. Well, yeah, if you're generally going through a game, yeah, definitely. You have to have fun while you're playing it. Although, on Dissidia, like, I like Dissidia at the moment, but at the moment I'm going through, like, a leveling grind. And
Here we are.
it's kind of fun, but at the same time, I'm just like, trying to push out these levels, so it's been a bit of a grind, but yeah, generally have fun with it. That's why I find some games, if you really have to min-max, like, you're forced to min-max, and you've got no other choice, otherwise you just, you know, can't finish the game. I'm not really into that too much.
Damn.
No! That's where I think, also on Dark Souls, some people get a little bit tripped up when they're thinking about approaching Dark Souls. And people are like, man, I don't have enough skill to it. The great thing I find about Dark Souls, if you're really struggling with the skill side of it, you could always level up and grind a lot and get to a point where you can kind of not really over-level the content, but you can get to a part where your level kind of compensates for your lack of skill. So while Dark Souls is a very hard game that's very skill-based, you can use different mechanics to your advantage to overcome that.
This can't be.
Hey, that's weird. Ignis didn't get a click the button thing to escape his being trapped then. Maybe he doesn't get the cute for it. What am I doing? Bit of faux NX down. Faux NX down. Yeah, we'll give Prompto a go. Although shooting like bullets into jelly is probably not the best way to do it, huh? Maybe the rocket will get him. It does like no damage. I think Noctis is going to be the best. I can't even see where he is. Yeah, bullets in jelly. Not a good one. We'll try his trigger happy though. Bam! Kabloom! Does he go vulnerable? No, I doubt he would. Oh, crack shot. Oh, he did! Oh, we didn't get the little vulnerable. I couldn't see his vulnerable thing up there. Oh, good shit. It doesn't look like Noctis's tech turbocharger works for the other bros. Like on their techs, because it doesn't look like ours is going up all that fast. No, I missed all the grenades at shithouse and they're almost a waste of time. Wait, what the fuck are you doing, mate? He is so fired. Gladiolus is so fired. Get out. Wiggly. Oh, that's Noctis. Nocto! Take that, Blobby. Is he bugged out too? Just chilling. Sorry for hurting you, boys. Oh no, he's back into it. Oh, dude. All right, we'll use his L2 attack. You shithead. Alright. I was trying to do the trigger happy. Alright, just stand up. I know you're dead. Doesn't hurt that much, mate. Oh, we avoided his attack too. Boom! Is he gonna go vulnerable? Yes. Damn. No more crack shots? Alright. Ooh, what's that? Oh, I thought he bugged out then. Bam, 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 bam. Like shooting ballistic gels or something. Alright, I'm gonna switch out of Prompto because he's getting slammed. Alright, Glady. G'day, Lady Vespera. How you doing? Oh, Prompto's busted up. Hit me? No? Prompt.
How's it going?
Get up, mate.
Could be worse.
Oh. Look at him wiggling around. Hit me. We'll just kill him. I was trying to build up my damage meter.
I'll run to you.
Not going down that easy.
Oh, got him. Lachmu-flan. Bam. There you go. There's a Menace dungeon. Menace sleeps beneath Key Catcher.
Monster's finished.
And we got a Hyper Magnum for it. Prompto. What? Why does he have Quicksilver? Oh, because he got defaulted back to that when he left the party. Hyper Magnum. It fires round with exceptional force. So it's a pretty hardcore weapon. But compared to Lionheart, it looks pretty crappy. It looks like a bit of a pea shooter. So yeah. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, sometimes I actually, well, often I genuinely need advice when I'm playing games, but sometimes you'll be doing something and you just get into a room, like you walk into a room and there'll be a puzzle and you'll be like, oh, this looks really cool. Then someone will be like, oh, this is how you finish it. And you're like, fuck, dude, I just stepped in the room, man. Come on. Like, give me a minute to look at it at least. But otherwise, it's not that big a thing. let's return to the entrance. That is the Menace beneath Cicatric Trench. So, I don't know, man, where I stand with these vault dungeons. I mean, at the moment, I'm purely doing them just to be like we're doing a full playthrough, but they're so uninspired, and they're kind of frustrating to me, actually, because they're so repetitive. I suppose I could spice it up by saying I'm going to use this weapon for this level or whatever, but then when you see them just using the same enemies over and over and again, I just don't want to put that effort into it, if you know. Oh! See, why didn't we get our cross-linky strikey thingy? Can we get it now? Noctis can't even hit him.
Gotta love it.
Look at that, poor little dude.
Was that perfect or what?
I'll give you that.
We're like big game hunters, just going out and killing, like, I wouldn't say he's an innocent animal, because he's probably uses death whiskers on people. Yeah, they're incredibly boring, man. I feel I'm almost of the mind, I kind of wish that the devs had have just not put the dungeons in. I actually feel I'm at that point. I kind of wish they had just gone, let's save it for DLC. Maybe they could have. That would have... People would have said, oh, this shit should have been in the original game. But they could have made a DLC pack where they did the Menace dungeons, and they worked on all of them. They had cool themes. Like, one could be like an aquatic dungeon or something that had that really cool effect from... was it... Well, I forget what dungeon it was, but it had a really, really cool effect where the water, we were like underneath the water, but we weren't. That would have been awesome. And then they could have had like an earth dungeon, a lightning dungeon, you know, that type of thing. But I feel, I kind of wish they didn't even put the Menace dungeons in the game. So, because when we look at the, if we take a look at the bestiary, they have enough enemies. They could have even made each Menace dungeon resemble a region. Like, we could have the Lade dungeon, the Dusky dungeon, Clang dungeon, maybe Nif dungeon as well, a Demon dungeon, Imperial dungeon, where you go into like a base, but it becomes like a bunker, and you have to go down levels in the bunker, and it's all kind of mechanical and steel, and there's mechs in there and all that crazy shit. And then also maybe they could have had like an astral dungeon where we have to battle against the astrals, or, you know, something cool like that. A little bit of flavor, and it could have totally changed everything. That background's actually pretty cool. But yeah, I guess Menace dungeons, man. Blech. The Quetzalcoatl one, yeah, that one.
Ready to leave the road behind?
Ready to leave the road behind? Born ready. Chirp. I'm driving to come in.
Yeah.
Heads up. Demons.
What? Heads up, demons. It's 4 PM, buddy. Have you... Maybe Gladio drinks. Do you reckon he's a drinker? Maybe he's got a little hip flask tucked there in his no shirt.
Let's regain our focus.
Are you fucking... I mean, gosh darn it, that is infuriating. What is the time quest for today, actually? Inside Titan's Ear Dungeon. That is exactly what I was thinking, mate. Exactly, we are so in tune. What's the quest today? Bandersnatch. Alright. Well, I'm not too inspired to keep on playing just for today. I might actually... Are you guys... What's your opinion on Dissidia? Do you like it? Do you want to see it? Because I've got a heap to do in Dissidia, so I can either do it offline, or I can do a little bit online. Well, on stream, rather. I'm unlocking different story modes at the moment. I can show you guys the...
Should be a nice change of
boss
pace.
rush mode, or we can jump over onto Twitch and play some Zelda. But I don't think I can do another Menace dungeon right now. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to kind of spice them up a bit to make it not so deathly.
The hunt is on.
Oh, poor guy. I feel so... Oh, actually, can we get these guys in a vulnerable state and then maybe do a cross-link on them? No? That was it. Oh, poor dude. I actually feel really bad. I'm gonna get out of here. That's terrible. Why did they even make us fight these guys? Like, I mean, why are they even there? Poor little dudes. Oh, I feel so bad for doing that now. Okay. Well, maybe, I think, possibly, we might check out some Dissidia then. Because I do have the full Japanese release. And the beta will be coming out tomorrow. So, yeah, maybe we'll jump into that for a little bit. Wait, the beta is coming out tomorrow, isn't it? I don't know. Well, I'll jump in. I'll show you guys the, Oh, shit. Shit. I gotta save the game. Wow. That would have been killer. Let's save it. If you want crosslinks, go for the Bandersnatch behind Hammerhead. That's where I went. Oh, okay. I'll give it a shot then. Cure for Insomnia? Yes. Yeah, there's... Yeah, the livestock in this game, basically, yeah, you don't really need to kill them at all. G'day, Speed Stunt. Yeah, I am the killer-eating cow. G'day, Jim Ray. How you doing, man? Okay, let's, we'll jump out of this one. Click. And then we'll do a little bit of Dissidia. I'm not going to do it too long, though. I've got a video that's, like, ready to go. All I need to do is encode it and upload it. So I don't want to be, I don't want to be on this too long. How does one play the FFNT beta? Speed Stunt, it should be up on the PSN over the next 24 hours or so. All you have to do is download it. There's nothing else. I think it runs from the 12th of December. Oh, sorry, 12th of January, right up until the 21st of January. We've got like 9 days to play it, so it's really good. Oh, we could have done a V2 farm, right? God damn. I wouldn't actually mind getting back to doing a V2 farm. I don't hate them. X is to go back on this, circle is to confirm. Opposite of the other Final Fantasy. I don't mind V2 farms, just I actually really enjoyed doing V2 farms. The actual act of it was frustrating, but talking to everyone in chat, because it's so mindless, I could just kind of do it. It was kind of good to just kind of talk to chat and kick back, basically. So this is a story mode. This is how it functions in... I'm going to do a video. My video that I'm going to release will come out after this stream. It's basically the same thing, really. I'm just talking about story mode and how it functions. But you guys should watch it and like it and share it, because it actually really does help. Square Enix is also... I've been talking to them, and they're going to be... We're hopefully trying to work something out for the release of the beta and the full release in English. So maybe there'll be some giveaways or something on the channel, I hope. But we'll see. G'day, Geordie Wolf. So this is, you can see the whole paths. Each one of these paths is kind of broken up into different groups. I think at the moment you can only be the heroes, but hopefully they'll add a villains one at a later date. And depending on which path you take, it'll be a different group. Like this one is Bartz and Cloud. This one is like Onion Knight, Shantola, or Shantoto, no, Y'shtola, and a few others. And then, you know, Lightning, Warrior of Light, Noctis, things like that. Most of these nodes are just story, like they're just a cutscene or two. But then, once you get to these red nodes, they become battles. So there is battles in the actual story mode. I thought there was not going to be, but yeah. No, Nang, I'm going to keep it as Final Fantasy, because that's what the main episode is about. I'm just going to come in here and do a couple of battles. So, yeah. These are battles. I think this one's like a doppelganger type of battle. Oh, press X again. God damn. The Japanese with their circle confirmation. So yeah, you come in here, and this will be a battle where you use these 3, and you go against like shadow clones, which is kind of, you know, it's pretty standard fare. It's basically the rest of the game. But if you go to certain battles here, which I've already completed, we'll go out to rush mode and see. I think I can complete it now in offline battle mode. We'll see. See, now that's pretty much saying we can do different story routes. Because I finished the Group A route, which is that one across the top, I can now come in here and play it offline. Oh, there you go. Group B, Group C, Group D, and Group E. So that's the different splits. And then at the end, they kind of, all their stories kind of ching, come together. But let's check out Group A, which is Bart's and Cloud. We'll actually play as Cloud because he's a bit more fun. And you can set their various things here, different HP attacks. That one is Cross Slash. You can kind of tell by the symbol at the start. This one, I'm not sure what this one is. Maybe Clim Hazard or Meteor Rain? But we'll have a look anyway. Hopefully... yeah, here we go. Oh, wait. Where's the boss rush mode? Crap. It's not letting us do it. Oh, well, that's balls. Maybe we have to do the actual extra battle. I'll poke around the menu a bit. I was hoping that we could just get in and fight Shiva, but I don't think I've unlocked the mode for it yet. Which is kind of frustrating. Ah, that's really frustrating, actually. Damn. I was hoping I actually could show you guys Shiva. Oh well. Well, how about we do it this way instead? Blip, blip, blip. What if I can... wonder if I can work my way backwards. No, I can't. Blip, blip. Let us do this one. We'll push through on these guys and see if we can get to a summon battle or not. Who are you going to be? Let's be Zidane. And then we have Onion Knight, and then Y'shtola. Y'shtola is actually quite good in the game. Vaan is the only one. Most other characters, I think, have 3 HP breaks, but Vaan actually has 2. He actually has 6 of them, so he's actually a bit better. Well, not better, but he has more than anyone else. And I just got one more summon to unlock as well. So I've been playing quite a bit. Yeah, well, if you're still on the fence about it, make sure you get that beta, because the beta is going to tell you or not, like whether or not you like the game, basically. So, Andrew Miller, hello mate. The Australian heat is kicking my ass, man. Not really the heat outside, but in this room is horrible. And Vaan looks really good in this one. I don't know his playstyle though. Oh, we're already getting shit kicked out of us by Noctis. He's a speed type character, but I don't know his moveset very well, so this may be a bit of poking around in the dark. In the story mode, you're kind of forced to play whoever's in that particular group that you've chosen. Oh, like that, buddy. No, get him! Oh, come on. I found what's very frustrating about the AI in this game is that if there's a time limit, they'll actually play keepaways as much as they can, and they'll do everything they can do to avoid getting hit while not actually doing any damage to you. They're simply trying to draw out the timer and waste your time, which is so infuriating. It kills me, it really does. What happened to him? Oh, we used our HP attack on him, unfortunately. There we go. Boom! I think that's Pyroclasm? No, that's not Pyroclasm. What's that one called? That's one of his concurrences from... Actually, what's the name of those attacks in Final Fantasy XII? I know concurrence is when you get a few of them together, and then that's the final combo, but... I find it odd that they make Vaan such a magic user. He uses quite a bit of magic in this. Oh, ow! Oh, they're summoning. No, I should have got Noctis. Oh well. See, look, like the computer will just run away. Like a whole thing. Red spiral, quickening, that's it. Concurrence is where you do a group of quickenings. No, this isn't 15, mate. This is this is Dissidia at the moment. Why can't I get? Oh, is that their Bahamut? God damn it! No, I'm not a big fan of Vaughn in this actually. He's not my dude. Noctis is going hardcore. Also, Garland is amazing. Garland is an absolute powerhouse. And I'm getting ripped in the corner. The one frustrating thing I find about the story mode is that you're forced to use characters that you may not really want to use at all. And I don't really like games that force you to use characters. I mean, because sometimes you just have to suffer through boss battles and stuff with characters you don't really like, so... Boom! Like that, mate. Okay. One more. What's even worse is when you're... Holy shit, I get knocked out. When your AI has like I've seen my AI have 9,999 bravery, so max, and then not use it on any enemy, and just sit there doing nothing at all. Your stall is just gonna run away. That'll be what the NPC does for the rest of the battle. It's hella annoying. Boom. Get some, son. Alright. But yeah, I just find a lot of the story battles, you kind of just like, I just want to get through it so I can use a character I actually want to use. Oh. And, of course, my AI companions are doing nothing to help. So, yeah. I've actually found out that when you're playing offline battle, like Rush Battle, depending on what level your computer characters are, or your AI, they'll actually perform better. So you have to level up your AI companions to make them perform better. So it's actually a pretty arduous task, but man, just fucking come on. Just running around in circles. Oh, they've gimped my bravery too. Come on. What is going on with my bravery? Why is it stuck? Nothing? I don't fully understand the effects in this game yet because it's all in Japanese. I don't understand some of the status things we get, or buffs or debuffs, so it's still a lot of a learning curve. Keep using the same move as well. Oh, we got it? Break time? Still not. What the hell is going on? Man, this is not going well. There, finally. Am I actually going to be able to hit someone though? What a poor example to lead in with. But yeah, some of the battles are hella frustrating because the NPCs will just run from you the whole time. You wore the wrong pants today? The mistake was wearing pants at all, Rhea. And then after the battle you get coins and stuff off it. And you also get more story tokens by completing the story sections, or like leveling up your character rather. And then you get a cutscene here. Yeah, man, Mistel, that was a terrible battle. Here we are in Midgar. There's Shinra in the background. Dokodaro?
なるほど。あなたの記憶じゃないのね。あ、気をつけて。わかっている。何があるかわからない。
Man,
彼はいいの？
she is a hottie.
バンはいいよ。ほっといても言っちゃうし。そういう子なんだ。そういう子。
What's really cool to think, if the characters from the various Final Fantasy universes, if one of them kind of got it in their head, they could jump around to the different universes and grab the most powerful items in each of those universes and equip them all at the same time and become like, you know, Gilgamesh or something like that. Like just be having all the different weapons. I suppose maybe that's a little bit like Gilgamesh. Alright, buddies. Some of these cutscenes are super long too. It'll be good in English, we can actually understand it. Huh?
いろんなやつが来ると知らない場所がたくさん増える。確かに興味深いわ。もっと呼んでくれれば。
It's like Vaughn's digging this world a little bit.
だからマーテリアはこんなにたくさん呼んだのか。効率を考えたんだろうね。
I don't know, Andrew. I haven't played Dragon Quest.
戦うためじゃなかったっけ?
Any of the Dragon Quests.
2つの意味で呼ばれたのよ。多くの記憶から世界を広げ、そして
Alright, buddies.
世界を救う力を得るために。
来た時点で一つは済んでる。
Punch some stuff.
重要なのは戦う方だ。
A lot of the cutscenes are just talking, but some of them actually have battles in them as too.
そうかもしれないけど。もうちょっと他も見ようぜ。あ、次どこだろうな。
I think Vaughn said more in this cutscene than he said in the entirety of Final Fantasy XII. Yeah, I'm hoping that Dragon Quest XI comes to the West. Would be nice. So you would pay a token to unlock this. Seeker of Otherworldly Truths. Get another cutscene. Hopefully this one will be a bit short, but... Oh, is that Kefka? Yeah, it is. Cool.
つまらん。
お前、何してる？
おやおや。何してると思う？わかんないだろ。
今度は知り合い。
I'm interested to see hear Kefka's voice in English.
俺の故郷が。
なんだ。ぐっしゃぐしゃにしたらどんな気持ち？怒る？ねえ、怒る？
あ、ただの挑発だよ。本物のラバナスタじゃない。でもさ。
それでは皆様ご注目。
Vaughn is the ads guy, yeah.
壊して楽しむなんていい趣味とは言えないわ。あなたを倒すには十分な理由よ。
What a champion.
舐めてるんですか。
Good stuff. Alright, now I guess we have to battle against Kefka. The next node along, or maybe one after that, will be the summon battle. So we'll just push on through that. Let's try... We'll go Stola. So you can see next to the characters they have a certain ranking next to their name. That means that's pretty much the level that they're going to perform at. Like their AI level. What do we got? I think that's... yeah. Oh, we'll go Odin. I don't think we're going to get the chance to summon him. You think a lot of people want me to switch back to 15? Really? A lot of people, Joe? Oh, the enemies are actually gold in this one. Alright. No worries, Speed. Thanks for stopping by, man. Alright, well, I might just do this battle and then I'll head off and do my NT video. I really wanted to show a battle, but I guess we can check it out at a later date. Kefka, man. I really don't like the way Kefka plays, though. He's definitely not my type of character. Take it. If I'm not used to this character, if this ends up taking too long, I'll just bail. Jam. Get into it. Smash him. Yeah, I'm not digging this at all. Fuck it. Oh well. Not digging L'Shtola. This is the first time I've ever used her, so not good. Not good at all. Yeah, I'm not into it. Anyway, I'm going to leave the stream there then. I think I'm just confusing people with the whole different mix-up of the games. I am going to release a Dissidia NT guide video on the whole story thing, which will come out in the next, I don't know, hopefully next 15 minutes or so. But then after that, I am going to be going over to Twitch. So if you haven't followed me already, it is www.twitch.tv/lemoneatingcow. I think. You can find me over there. But otherwise, sorry about the bit of a short stream on Final Fantasy 15 today. It's just, man, the Menace dungeons, I am going to do them all. It's just, they're so uninspired. It gets to me doing those dungeons. So I can really only handle one at once. But anyway, look out for that video, and hopefully I can see you over on Twitch a bit later. Anyway, if you did like this video, then leave a thumbs up. If you're confused and saying, why am I not playing Final Fantasy 15, then I don't know what to say to you. Maybe leave it a dislike. And if you haven't subscribed already, then please do so. This has been Lemon Eating Cow.